Yo, yo. Oh, what's going on? It's Joe back here again with another one here on Joe Talks. As you can tell by the title, we have to talk about Thursday night football, the opening to the season, Dallas Eagles. And I'm gonna say this: it was a really good game. I kind of thought the Eagles would blow them out, but I mean, hey, I didn't realize how many players the Eagles lost on the defense. You know, the Eagles don't look that. Dang, shit, hit my fucking knee on the damn table. But yeah, Dallas or not Dallas, the Eagles need some help on the defense, and it also didn't help with Jalen Carter getting ejected before a play even ran for spitting on Dak. That was crazy, in my opinion. That was crazy. And then I'm just trying to think about why he did that. I mean, the only thing that could come to my mind is either some, personal beef between him and Dak, between Carter and Jack, or Carter and Dak, if I could talk, or he walked up saying, "Hey, man, you're part of the reason Micah Parsons didn't get paid, or it was an issue for him getting paid." Who knows? Who knows? You never know. Because to be honest, Dak is the reason why they didn't keep Parsons. Even though Jerry offered him a contract, but Parsons got sick of Jerry. I don't really want to talk about the Parsons trade. Say y'all want to watch that. I got a vid on that. It'll be linked on screen at the end of the video. So go check that out. But yeah, it seems like he might have been upset with how much money Dak made, and then they got rid of Parsons. So who knows? But yeah, surprisingly, it was a good game. 24-20 was the final score. And honestly, it wasn't on Dak this time. Dak, surprisingly, I don't know if it's the new coach or and the new OC or what, but hey, the Cowboys as a whole came out looking pretty good, to be honest. The only thing that they're gonna have to do is say Jerry Jones is really serious about a Super Bowl. Hey, as of last night, the O-line's young. The O-line played good. They were moving the Eagles. They were running the ball good. I haven't seen Dallas with a run game in the last, 2 years? They were running the ball good. They had two dudes. The one dude, Sanders, fumbled, though. That might have cost them the game because they were driving down to score. It would have either been a touchdown or a field goal. So, they would have been down by one, or they would have tied it. Or they wouldn't have tied it. They would have took the lead. But Sanders ended up fumbling the ball. Then they got another running back, Williams, that really went off. He played really good. And the O-line, like I say, the O-line surprised me. They were giving Dak time. Dak didn't really run at all, and then for those of y'all who don't know, and I kind of forgot about it, honestly, is he didn't finish last season. He ended up, I think he tore his hamstring. So, to get Dak moving would be good to see how hesitant he is, or if he's hesitant at all running. But hey, the O-line was holding. The O-line was blocking pretty good. And then, like I said, running-wise, they were moving them. So Dallas looked surprisingly good coming out. But back to what I was saying is, say Jerry Jones is really serious about a Super Bowl, which it sounds like he is every year. Every year he says his team's going to win the bowl or win the chip, whatever you want to call it, is he's going to have to address the edge rush in free agency. That's the only other way now, is to get another edge in free agency. Shit, I wouldn't be surprised, because the Lions are being stupid right now. I don't know why the Lions let go of Zadarius Smith, when literally Zadarius Smith on one side and Aiden Hutchinson's back now. Aiden Hutchinson on the other side. Not to say Zadarius Smith is a crazy good player, but or not crazy good. Not to say that. How do I put this? Not to say Zadarius Smith is on Hutchinson's level, because Hutchinson's crazy, but Zadarius Smith is good enough to get pressures and get sacks here and there, So I'm not sure what their plan was letting him go. Obviously, say you don't know the Lions. Brad Holmes is crazy about his draft picks, so maybe that's why. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones goes and picks him up. He's really not that bad. When the Lions got him last year, after Hutchinson got hurt, a few games after Hutchinson got hurt, he came in. He had a sack. He had at least one sack in the first 4 games, I think. So he's not bad, He's an older dude, more experienced. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets him. And then you obviously know as the season goes on, there's going to be more free agents. So say Jerry Jones is serious, they're going to need an edge. Because not going to lie, they could not. Hey, Jalen Hurts was going off. Jalen Hurts was already playing. Even though it's the first game, he was looking like an MVP. Not gonna lie, running around with the ball, throwing the ball, launching it. I will say this: he used his legs a lot more than Dak did. Like I said, Dak came out bombing it. He was throwing downfield, all that. Dak. Like I said, Dallas came out and shocked me. I thought Dallas was gonna come out and look lost, but it seems like that new coach. Don't know his name, but they got a whole new coaching staff. One coach I don't agree with, but Jerry Jones, say y'all didn't watch the American Team on Netflix. Jerry Jones says his team is good enough to have any coach coach it and win. So the one coaching hire I don't agree with is the Matt Eberflus, whatever his name is, the old Chicago Bears head coach. He's on the Cowboys now as the defensive coordinator. I never heard that in the offseason that they picked him up, or maybe I just been blind. But yeah, that's the one coaching I don't agree with. But hey, honestly, for what the defense was holding Eagles pretty good, but there honestly wasn't a lot of defense between both teams in the game. You can tell the Eagles are really hurting the Eagles, so the Eagles offense is still firing. They were still moving. Now they got two Saquon Barkleys. They got the real Saquon Barkley and another dude that looks exactly like him, man. Crazy, So you're having two big-legged backs and Jalen Hurts in the backfield. Hey, the Eagles are going to be dangerous, but the only flaw I see them having this year is their defense. They lost a lot of guys to free agency after they won the bowl last year, especially in their secondary. They lost Slay and they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and it looked like their secondary was missing them. They were getting a lot of pass interference calls. There was a lot of blown coverages. CeeDee Lamb was wide. How are you going to have his number one target wide open all them times, So just some things they're going to have to work on or try to do in free agency or whatever they plan on doing. But yeah, and then like I say, with Jalen Carter getting ejected without even playing a play, which is crazy. Like I say, dude, like I don't care how you feel towards someone. Don't ever spit on a man. That is so disrespectful. Don't ever spit on a man. Come on, man. Especially on live TV like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets suspended for some games going on. I haven't heard nothing yet. I just woke up this morning. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets suspended multiple games for that. That was crazy. But yeah, without Jalen Carter in the middle, they lost a lot. I think they lost, one or two defensive tackles too this offseason. So without Jalen Carter, man, that's why Dallas was able to run the ball pretty good. And hey, like I say, their O-line shocked me. I was surprised. And Dak shocked me too. Dak came out slinging. And to be honest, for once, it wasn't on Dak. For once, it was, honestly, to be honest, it was on CeeDee Lamb. Say y'all didn't watch the game. CeeDee Lamb dropped 3 balls that were in his hands, 3 balls. 2 of the balls should have definitely been caught. The one was on the 4th down play, and he had to kind of dive for it, but it went right through his arms. I'm going to be honest, when you're making top wide receiver money, any ball that touches your hands, it should be an instant catch. I'm just saying, making almost quarterback money, so any ball that comes close, any ball that comes within hand's reach and for sure touches your hands, I'm just being honest, should be caught. And he dropped 3 of them. Two pretty big plays, 2 big passes. Like I say, Dak came out surprising me, man. But you always know how Dak is. He'll come out, start a season red hot on fire, and then say they get to the postseason, it's I don't know, it's a different Dak. It's crazy. But I mean, hey, it's about time he start playing like this, because at the start of last season, he did not come out good. And then for those of y'all who don't know, he just got his big contract extension last year. So he came out last year not playing good. Then he ends up getting hurt. So, I mean, hey, Dak, honestly, you might be in the hot seat. I don't know, because Jerry's kind of a fool. But who knows, Dak, you might be in the hot seat. Say you don't play good this season, who knows? They might try to, even though I don't know any team that would take that cap hit. Even though there is a lot of desperate teams out there. And not to say Dak's bad. Dak is good. Just Dak in the postseason, he's just not someone you want, unfortunately. I'm not sure what happens to him in the postseason. But no, surprisingly, he came out and played good. Dang, what else? So it sucks because for those of y'all who don't know, I record on my phone and I have notes written down. I can't go back in my notes or I'll mess up the clip. But I'm pretty sure that's all the subjects I wanted to touch on. What? Dude getting ejected. Eagles defense missing Slay and Gardner Johnson. So yeah, Slay and Gardner Johnson they lost in free agency, at least in their secondary. So their secondary's all fresh. So the Eagles, like I say, I don't see the Eagles being as they were last year. Their offense looks like they're gonna get going, but the defense, it seems like the defense is their weak point this year. What else? Talk about Jerry Jones hiring a terrible coach and Eberflus. I don't even know the fool's name. Eberflus. You know. What else? I think that's everything. You know. And then Jerry Jones in free agency needs to look at getting an edge rusher, man. You know, especially on one of the plays. One of the plays, Jalen Hurts ran in for a touchdown. They had no containment on the edge, man. So he was just able to run free and just run right in. And that's another thing too. Matt Eberflus. I think this is another thing I want to touch on is how are you going to have a mobile quarterback? I mean, what's a surprise? He did it in Chicago when he was the head coach, and he was the head coach but ran the defense. He was one of those. So. You know, how are you about to have a mobile quarterback and not have a spy on him? You know, just saying, how are you going to have a mobile quarterback and not have a spy? They did not have a spy for Hurts the whole game. You know, say they got to him because they did get to him. I think they sacked him about once or twice. I know one time for sure. I think maybe twice. Can't remember. But yeah, I mean, how are you not going to have a spy for Jalen Hurts? I'm just being honest, you know. But I will say this, though. The defense, you know, held their own. But there just wasn't a lot of defensive play. I think there was only one punt by each team. So 2 punts total the whole game. The rest were either touchdowns or field goals. It was a very, entertaining game. Very physical. There was a lot of fights, a lot of scuffles. You know, it was a good game. It was a nice opener, you know. And now I'm just waiting for Sunday for all the other teams to play. Going to be good, especially the Lions and Packers, you know. That's going to be a good one. But, oh, and then also this upcoming Saturday for college football. It's going to be good. It's going to be real good. Good weekend. But, yeah, I think that's all the points I needed to touch up on. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think. No, don't have no memory, so I think I'm good. Yeah, so, yeah, the Eagles defense, Cowboys defense, Jerry Jones, boom, boom. Yeah. So, yeah, the one thing I'll emphasize is... And I know Cowboys fans got to feel the same way. I know Cowboys fans were not happy about the Parsons trade. But, yeah, hey, all the Super Bowl winning teams have good edge rushers. You know, just look at all the Super Bowl winning teams. They all got good edge rushers. You know, or if they're not good edge rushers, they come in and make a play when it's needed. So, you know, you just got to look at that. And then especially with, you know, Dak, how he is in the postseason. Say you have no defense and you expect Dak to go in a shootout with a offense. I don't know if I'm that confident in him. Yes, he should be able to do that with what he's getting paid, but Jerry, you know, overpaid him way too much. Honestly, I'm surprised Jerry didn't let him walk. Like I said in prior videos, I was expecting him to do CeeDee Lamb's deal and Micah Parsons' deal and then let Dak walk. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was going to let Dak walk, but I was surprised when I think it was a week or 2 weeks before the season started last year, boom, $60 million a year. I think $280 million. I think $280 million and 200 and something mil guaranteed. Like, bro, it's crazy, man. Jerry Jones talking about, oh, the league, you know, is hitting the owners for money. We have to wait and see what the league does. Jerry, money ain't an issue to you no more, bro. You could, like, the league could shut down and you could still pay your players, bro. Like, that makes no sense. If you're willing to throw $60 million a year at a quarterback like Dak, you got money to throw around then, man. You know, like I say, Dak was not worth $60 million. Like I said, if I was Jerry Jones, shit, I would have let him walk after what was it, the 23 season. It's either no. So yeah, Dak didn't do no holdout, so I would have let him walk after last season, especially with him getting hurt, and then say you wanted to keep him, last season and then do the contract over this off season. You could have got him for a lower. I don't know. Jerry and his quarterbacks, man. He'll pay the quarterbacks that aren't worth it. He did the same thing with Tony Romo. Tony Romo and Dak seem like the same person. I'm being honest. Can get the job done during the regular season, but just can't get it done in the postseason. It seems like he's another version of Tony Romo. Dak Prescott is. So I'm not sure, but I'm happy I'm not a Cowboys fan. It's just nice clowning them. I'm being honest. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap this vid up. Yo, here's Joe back again. Well, it's weird actually holding my phone. Normally I just sit down and do this, but I just want to make this quick vid. So yeah, I don't think my dumbass made it clear. The final score 24-20. And that's something too. You can't let the Eagles get the ball in the fourth quarter like that, because you'll be lucky to get it back if you don't stop them. The Eagles did what they did what they were doing last year. Started just running this burning clock in the fourth quarter. And then say you can't stop them. Shit, the Eagles will have the ball the whole fourth quarter, which is crazy. But now the final score 24-20 Eagles. Eagles are 1-0. Dallas is 0-1, and yeah, y'all are getting 2 vids today. Make sure y'all check out the Arch Manning vid that I dropped today, and then this vid will obviously be uploaded later. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this vid, and subscribe would be appreciated. Yeah, see y'all. Peace.